Do you feel that a consumer-voted awards is more relevant to travel retail than an industry-voted awards scheme?
I like the question, is it consumer versus industry awards? Deep down I'm a marketeer, so the consumer's the all-important judge of our brand. Obviously we're trading with partners in the business, but I like the idea very much of a consumer-driven awards ceremony. Yeah.
I think it's wonderful because it's different and it's fresh. And you're hearing a different voice, different direction, there's a different synergy. It leaves you somewhat exposed, but it also gives you it's a reality check in how the world sees your brand, not just the trade.
What I think is so unique about this award is that this is really the first time when the consumers were voting. And now we got kind of a similar feedback, but directly from the passengers, from these consumers whom we're targeting. And this is totally different to what we believe is the best product for this or that reason. Even when there is a highly experienced jury panel, still hearing the voice of the actual customers, consumers, this is absolutely incredible and unique about these awards.
It's a very sensitive thing, you know, because you never know where it will end, and because you're not in control of the questions asked to the consumers. If it is voting amongst the people in the industry, that you know, okay, good, that the people out of the industry are saying something. But here is the consumer itself. This is the end consumer. This is the captive passenger consumer we have that talks to you, and I believe this is very worthwhile. This is very difficult for us to do in an airport basis, and I think what the travel retail business has done here on their own, let's say, initiative, I think it's worthwhile, and we are thankful for that as well.
Consumer awards are something which I think are very rare in travel retail. There's a number of awards within the industry. Generally people look at those and it's something that may have been configured by advertising spend, or they sometimes think it's a little bit jaundiced. Having a real consumer award where real people are voting for brands based on what they look like, feel like, taste like is a real advocacy for any brand, and it's a thing that we should support.
Well, I suppose at the end of the day, we all want consumers to buy into our product and to support our brand. So it's really turning awards on their head in a way, to be asking the end consumer what do they think. So it's a really fresh, innovative new approach to awards, so we were delighted to be part of that.
We like to believe that travel retail is all about offering the right product to the consumers that are traveling either through airports or the other channels in travel retail. So in essence, this is our target audience. And I like to believe that their feedback is what should matter most to us, rather than, you know, getting the opinion of the industry. Why would you get the opinion from the industry when you can go directly to the consumer and actually get their feedback?
From my personal point of view, I think it's really appreciated that now we will have the voice of the shoppers and not only the industry. The industry have a lot of more insights as to all the categories, all the products, where the shoppers of course see it from their own view, and we can have a lot of insights in each of us in our own business as to what we expect the shoppers to focus on. So I think this is really, really interesting for us, and we will of course use it maybe to optimize the way that we are doing business in travel retail.
I mean, at the end of the day, we are selling products to the traveling shopper. And obviously, to get the traveling shopper's words speaking to us, what they like, what they dislike shopping in travel retail, what they are missing, and what specifically like in products, will help the whole industry to sharpen our profile, to fine-tune our positioning, and to become more relevant to the traveling passenger, to convert them into traveling shoppers, which we all want.
Because it's all about the traveler. It's not about what the retailer thinks. It's about what the traveler thinks of the offer they perceive at the airport. So it's the most important choice. Yeah.
I think the industry voted awards is important because you get the feeling of the industry but the final consumer is the one that is purchasing our product, so it's a key thing to have the opinion of the final consumers, and we didn't have this opportunity before, so I think it's good news for the channel.
I think it's very important to get the consumer's point of view on specific products, because at the end of the day, they are the ones buying it, and we are providing a service, and it's good to know what they want if we are providing that service.
It is absolutely important, particularly in this award where, as I said, it's a voted by consumer award. The opinion of the customer, of the final customers, is extremely important for us. Customers are our heritage. We have to consider that.
Well, I think in the end, the industry decides about which products are going on shelf, but the consumer in the end decides if he wants to buy the product or not. So we all should be really focused on what the consumer wants, and this is why I think this is such a good idea, that a really professional 5,000 people voted and had a look at the product. They really had a bite in our perspective, because we are a confectionery brand. They really saw that it's not like a, I don't know, like a disappointment product. They really could say, oh, okay, I like this, or I dislike it. So for us, it really helps, and I think it should also for the trade that it's consumer-based and not buyers-based.
Well, I think in the end, the customer is the one that is going to purchase the product, so it kind of puts more weight if the award has been already selected by the customer, because it also makes our job a bit easier in explaining to the businesses that this product is really desired by the customer.